Hi boys and girls, I hope you enjoy creating these mini flower gardens. They're small and they pop up. Some of my flowers fall down a little bit, but that's okay. I had so much fun making it. I hope you will too. I made mine on Earth Day to celebrate my love for things that grow from the earth, like flowers. I love flowers. These would make a great gift that you could give someone special in your life. Think about who you could give a little garden of flowers to. Remember, you could make a green bottom, or if you want it to be more like Monet's water lilies, you could make the bottom blue, and that could be your water. I can't wait to see your mini gardens. Miss you.
To do this project, I'm going to use some colored paper because that's what I have in my house. But if you don't have colored paper, I'm going to show you a couple different ways that you can make your own colored paper. So first, I could take plain paper or lined paper, whatever I have in my house, is I could just use crayons and I could color. I can even use more than one shade of crayon to make more interesting colors. I could also do that with markers. Remember, when I use markers, I go like a lawnmower to the end and back, to the end and back. So just on this one sheet of paper, I could make all different colors. Another thing you can do is take a plastic bag and a marker and draw on the plastic bag with the marker. Then using a brush with some water, turn it into paint by adding some water onto the plastic bag. And now I have paint just by using a marker. And again, I could do that with all different colors. I color onto just a regular recycled plastic bag. You could use a bag from a grocery store. This works with tin foil. And now it turns my marker into paint. So if you don't have colored paper at home, these are some different ways that you can turn plain paper into colored paper. So once I've sorted out how I'm going to have my colored paper, the next thing I'm going to do is start to make my mini 3D garden. So I can take my base paper. I'm going to use green, but if you wanted to make it look more like Monet's water lilies, you could do this in blue, or again, in any of the papers that you may have made yourself. You could even do it in white if that's all you have. You could cut up a grocery bag and do it in brown. Let's use whatever materials we have at home to practice our art skills. Next, I can use a bowl or a CD and trace around a circle shape. Or if I want, I could just draw my own freeform shape. You can choose. Once you've made that shape, go ahead and cut it out. Next, I'm going to use that same piece of paper and cut out some stripes. That's just a plain line. Start my scissors on the short side of my paper and cut a line. You want to cut one line for each flower that's going to be in your garden. I'm going to do 3 flowers. I can always add some more. Now to make my garden 3-dimensional, I'm going to accordion fold my strips. To do that, I fold up, turn it over, fold up, turn it over, fold up, turn it over, fold up. That's making a zigzag line, or like the letter M. Some people can hold it in their hand and just go away from their body and then towards their body. Fold it away from their body, pick up and fold towards their body. So that when you're done, you've got a zigzag fold that's going to help your garden be three-dimensional. I can take 2 strips and do them at the same time. Now I have 3 zigzag folds. The next step is to decide what I want to do for my flowers. Again, I have all this different colored paper in my house, so I'm going to use that. I'm going to pick 3 different colors. But maybe you're going to use the paper that we made earlier and cut flowers out of those colors. Either one will work. If I want to make a circle flower, first I'm going to cut just maybe a square off and then round it off. Again, flowers don't have to be a perfect circle because we don't find perfect shapes in nature. Two, 3. I could leave them with just 1 layer, but since I have some more colors, I'm going to add a second layer with some colors I haven't used yet. I'm going to make a smaller shape to fit inside. I'm going to hold all of them together and just carefully cut a smaller circle. Now I'm going to glue my smaller circles inside my bigger circles. I'm using a glue stick, but you could do it with a bottle of glue or even tape. If I didn't have this many colors of paper, I could again take a marker and draw my smaller circle inside and fill it in. Or I could do it with a crayon. Next, I'm going to add details to my flowers. You can look at the idea sheet on Seesaw or print it from the Google Drive for some inspiration, or you could just make up your own designs to put inside the flowers. So many different designs you could add to your flowers. Think of combining shapes and lines. Then I'm finished adding designs to my flowers. I'm going to use some leftover scraps and cut some leaves. I'm just going to make a leaf shape, which is a curved line and another curved line. Or I could even just cut out a triangle and use that as a leaf. I'm holding 2 pieces of paper together so that after I cut once, I end up with 2. Or I could fold a piece of paper in half, cut once, and get 2. Now I'm going to glue my leaves to my flowers. If your zigzag strip is more than about 3 V's, that would be 1, 2, 3, then you might want to trim it. If it gets too tall, your flowers, they'll fall over. They won't stand up. Put some glue on my garden and push down. Now, I'm going to put some glue on the top of that zigzag and attach my flower. Put a little glue, add my flower, and it pops up. Last one, glue, flower, that one's a little heavy, so it's leaning down, but it's still giving it form, which means it's not flat. My garden looks like there's room for one more, and I have this extra piece I cut off. So I'm going to make one more. Glue a small circle onto the big circle. decorate my flower using lines and shapes. Glue on the garden, glue on the paper, glue on top, and glue on the flower. I can even add some extra leaves. And there's my mini 3D paper garden. I can't wait to see yours.